Oh, a quick hack also, by the way, if you ever used artlist.io, they will let you download the music and use them for your videos. Yo guys, hello everybody. So yo guys, so today I'm going to be talking about something that's really important for making films: music. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about music and where to license them properly. So in the last couple of videos I've been talking here and there about sliders, lighting, all that kind of cool stuff, but today I wanted to talk more about music. So a lot of us out there don't actually have music producers and directors in our hands to make us new music for our films. So what we tend to do is go out there and just shoot whatever we have, get some songs from whether it be from online or YouTube or some disc, or I don't know if someone still uses disc or not, but anyways, you get all these ideas of where to get your music, but most likely your music will not be licensed unless you're directly in contact with the producers of this music, or you have a subscription like Artlist, MusicBed, EpidemicSound. So today I'm going to be talking about why EpidemicSound was actually beginning to get to my nerves and I just didn't want to pay for it anymore. So I switched back to artlist.io. This is a great new website. Well, it's been out there for like 2 years. I used it for a year before using EpidemicSound for a year. I just really loved how everything was there, and it had a lot more cinematic sounds to use than just having some pop music there that we could just use for some vlogs or YouTube tutorials. So first off, I just want to mention that however I did switch to artlist.io, EpidemicSound is great for YouTubers. So whether you're using it for making tutorials, vlogs, or anything in that sort, it's great because it has all of this curated music that basically works anywhere for those vlogs. So you can just pick one up and you can use it. But in my case, at least, I wanted something that was more cinematic, more into just having more depth in my music. I just didn't want some same beat playing over and over again in every single song or anything like that. So even for wedding films, I didn't want to use the same music or the same genre of music. I wanted to explore a little bit more and get the best quality from my videos, because I wanted to try something new, make something new, and hit my artistic limits. So with that said, I just wanted to kind of explore more, and I went back to Artlist because when I used to actually get music from them 2 years ago and make videos from that, my videos were much more high-end and I was having a lot more fun editing them. But now with EpidemicSound, I just feel like there's no taste in my music, or there's no taste in my videos. So for that example, I'm just going back to Artlist, and so I'll be going over in detail reasons and just explaining more how this whole process works and ups and downs of both websites. So first and foremost, we're going to be talking about price, as that's really important to most of us. And so first thing we need to know is EpidemicSounds is slightly cheaper than Artlist. At a yearly basis, it comes out to be like a $10 to $20 difference. You will start noticing that this is a European based sound production. So basically every single thing that you buy from here will be charged plus the foreign transaction fee, unless you use a credit card that allows for external fees and whatnot. So for me at least, it comes out to be just as much as artlist.io. There might be a difference of like $1 or $2. So the biggest major difference that I found in Artlist and EpidemicSound was, so first of all, to subscribe, Epidemic actually checks your YouTube following. So if you have a lot of followers, they'll obviously charge you more. That's where the whole pricing thing actually just varies, because if you are a big YouTube person, then you're going to be paying more than what I am paying, because I am under 1,000 subscribers or something. So the more you grow, the more you pay Epidemic Sound, which kind of sucks because there's no flat rate for it. Another thing is, if you unsubscribe to them, then you basically cannot use their sounds for future videos. So if you want to post something new on, like, let's say that you cancel the subscription today and tomorrow you want to upload a new video with their music, too bad, you can't. But the same thing does not apply to Artlist, where you have a certificate of copyright. You can use that anytime in your whole lifetime. That song is basically yours to work with and do whatever you want to do with it, make a video. It's all yours. There might be a copyright issue here and there on YouTube, but you can always waive it off, show them that the certificate of copyright, and you're basically going to be good to go from there. But in that case, at least, I find that Artlist is much easier to work with than Epidemic Sound, because you have much more leniency afterwards. Oh, a quick hack also, by the way, if you ever used artlist.io, they will let you download the music and use them for your videos without any copyright sound on top of it or anything. You're able to use any of that music whenever you want. Just make sure that you're not selling it, putting it online, or doing anything illegal with it. Just watch out. So talking about the UI of the website, I'll just bring my laptop here, and on their home page, straight up, you can find one of their cinematic sounds. Then you can find something like more funk pop. Then once you go down, you have your electronic pop. Then you have cinematic acoustic, electronic cinematic, indie, then you go down to soul and R&B. You just go singer, songwriter. You have a lot of, and then you have some ambient music there. So basically, you have a lot of range when you're working with Artlist. While if we go to Epidemic, you have all of these, kind of different genres, but I like to think of them as just subgenres or mini genres, because they're not really doing the same job for me. And one thing that I don't like about Epidemic is just all sounds the same. So for example, they have electro, indie pop, house, rock, Christmas, solo piano. All of these are not like high-end music that you would use in high-end videos. You would just use them for vlogs and YouTube videos. So if you are a YouTuber and that's your primary goal, I think this is a great tool. However, if you want best of both worlds, you might just want to go to Artlist. That's just my opinion. So, for example, here, that's the first song. Third song. Fourth song. Fifth song. And then finally the last. So as you saw, like, the last song is the only one that actually fits under the whole cinematic categories. So with that said, I just feel like it's just a lot more constrained and it's not as widely open. Beginning to conclude this video, I would say that Epidemic Sound is just more of a YouTuber type. However, it does have a lot of sound effects that you can use. So a lot of sound effects that they provide are really, really helpful. So just those sound effects, like having some ambient noise of the forest or some waterfalls in the background, just could really add to your videos. But at the same time, you also get them anywhere from online, or you can even go to your set and record for your own self. I think that's going to be the most precise. Otherwise, if you want to find sound effects, Epidemic Sound is great. But if you want consistent cinematic sounds for your videos, I think it's going to be much better for you to go to Artlist, because you'll be able to find music that's right for you much faster. Another one thing that I wanted to show you guys was, once you go to browse, for example, in Epidemic Sound, you get all these genres, moods, movements, places, but most of them are not really organized properly. So for example, in the acoustic genre, you'll see that they have a lot of individual musical sounds, in where you'll just have a lot of like pianos running, or a violin, or some other sort of instruments that are just running by themselves, like a major. It's basically like a small band that's coming together to make something, instead of, you know, having a whole big ambient or a big group trying to make some sounds. So in their genres, they don't actually even have a genre called cinematic, which really sucks to me, because you know, that's like one of the genres that I do look for every single time that I'm making a film. I want something cinematic, and that's just something that's not there. And then second of all, you have moods, which are actually pretty helpful if you're making YouTube videos. You have like romantic, sad, scary, you know, sexy, suspense, weird, all these angry, dark, dreamy, eccentric. You have all of these, you know, different genres or moods, sorry, to work with, but they're not really that helpful if you're making, you know, like a short cinematic film. Again, going to the next category they have, it's movement, which is like busy and frantic. I've never actually even used this in a year of using this. Then you have places like water. I think this is where all the sound effects come in. So for the most part, at least, I was looking at sound effects, and that's the most important and the most selling effect from Epidemic Sound. So if you're in for, you know, sound effects, I think this is a great buy. But if you're anyone like me who's ever looking for cinematic short film sound effects, I think you should go with Artlist.io. This was my whole opinion on why I switched from Epidemic Sound back to Artlist.io. So let's say that you don't want to pay $50 for just one song. That's why you would come to these two websites, and then you would actually go and just search through different songs and just buy or get the song that you want. But for future reference, I do prefer one of these, because you have a big variety of just songs that you can choose from, and you can try out which song fits the best for your film. But going back again, there are legal constraints. Okay, so that's about it for today's video. I've talked enough. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Or if you guys know of any other subscription websites out there that are much better than these two, please let me know as well. All right, this is it for today. See you guys in the next one.